I love baseball cards. Got 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em, need 'em, got 'em, got 'em, need 'em.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Pickup Videos. Today, as you saw from the intro, I'm going to be talking about playing cards that are themed to sports. So, I picked up two sets of the decks at an antique mall, but I picked up the other decks via eBay because I was going to the Indiana Sports Hall of Fame event. So I thought these would be very nice to put in my hand when I went there, and I'm talking about the Hero decks, a version of Indiana University basketball greats, basically. This is a set that I thought, hey, you know, if I grab this, I might get an opportunity to get a lot of people to sign out of the set. Unfortunately, that didn't turn out as I had hoped, and I actually only got 2 cards out of the 52 card deck signed at the event. There were a lot of people on the list that I thought might show up in Evansville. They just unfortunately had, you know, scheduling conflicts, couldn't make it or whatever. But the good news is, I actually bought 2 sets. The good news is, some of the living guys that are in the set are pretty good TTM autographers through the mail. So I'm going to probably write them through the mail saying, hey, sorry I missed you at the event in Evansville. Do you mind signing your cards for me? So that's the good news. So if you get a chance, definitely check out the video down below in the link and up here in the corner. That is me getting a couple of these signed. I've already posted it. So let me just kind of show you who's in the set minus those 2, and we'll go from there. So as you can see, Bobby Knight, of course, is in the set, but you have all the Indiana greats, and these got shuffled around. They were in, you know, order. But I'm just going to go through these really quickly. You got Isaiah Thomas, Alan Henderson, George McGinnis. I mean, Mike Woodson, the current coach at Indiana, who also played at Indiana, Randy Whitman, Bobby Wilkerson, the Van Arsdale twins, Jimmy Rail. And like I said, these are guys that I thought might be there. Calbert Cheney, Quinn Buckner, Damon Bailey, Steve Alford. And then there's even some guys that are currently still in the NBA in the set, like Oladipo. Actually, he might be the only current guy. But as you can see, this is just loaded with the Indiana University basketball greats, and I just thought this would be a nice set. You know, even if I didn't get to see them in person, you know, it would be a nice set. I got 2 of them to just send through the mail with the living members of Indiana University that are still around. I mean, obviously Ernie's not around anymore, but some of these guys still are. I mean, Everett Dean played there in 1918, so he's not around. I know Billy Garrett's not around. Bobby Leonard, it's unfortunate. This is Hall of Famer Bobby Leonard, Slick Leonard. He passed away recently. And if I would have had this card, he was a great TTMer before he passed away. Walt Bellamy is no longer with us. But as you can see, this is a nice, and even Eric Anderson's passed away now, which is quite sad because he was a young man when he passed. But as you can see, this is a nice little set, you know, I have, and here's the checklist card. And this is what the reverse side looks like, the traditional IU stripes, I guess you would call those. So very, very happy to add those to the collection. Unfortunately, I just didn't get them signed as much as I had hoped. And obviously, if I send them TTM, hopefully we can knock out a few more out of this set, and you'll be seeing them in upcoming videos. And you know me, of course, I'll profile them and talk all about their Indiana University Hoosiers career. All right, so this next set, these are actually 2 that I found at the same vendor's booth at an antique mall, and they are Super Bowl playing cards from every Super Bowl, from Super Bowl 1 to Super Bowl 52. So Super Bowl 1 through 52 is highlighted in this set. And it's a very, very cool set because this kind of updates the Pro Set cards from the early 90s. I've gotten a few of those signed through the mail here and there throughout my life, but this kind of adds to that set. So I've profiled a few, like I said, but you know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the set I'm talking about. These used to come with a commemorative set back in the early 90s called Super Bowl Superman. And I think they also did like a factory set form of these. But anyways, let me just show you one of these. I opened them up. And just open one of the decks, and as you open it up, you just have a Joker card. And the reverse side actually has Super Bowl tickets on the back. So that's the cool part about this set. So Joker aside, you start with the first Super Bowl in 1967, and you just simply go chronologically every year. I mean, this is an excellent autograph collectible, you know, and for some reason it starts at 2006 there. It doesn't make sense. But as you can see, chronologically, this is a great set to have, because even if I just send them TTM, I might put these in order. That's kind of annoying, because now we're in the... But basically every Super Bowl up until 2018, there's a copy of a ticket. And these would make excellent autograph TTM requests. And you got a Joker here, a colored Joker as well. So very cool. Very happy to add these to the collection. But we'll just move those to the side and I'll go on to the next ones. And the same vendor had these for sale. And this got me thinking, you know, being I'm from the St. Louis area, I don't have a lot of St. Louis Blues cards. But I don't do a lot of hockey collecting. But I thought for the price was right. I picked up 2 sets of these as well. Now the cool thing is the actual vendor happened to be at the antique mall working that day that was selling these. And I asked him, hey, any chance you'll knock $1 off if I buy all these from you? He said, sure. So he knocked $1 off, and I actually got these for $4 a set instead of $5 a set, which I'm like, can't beat that deal. You know, so I picked up these. In retrospect, I kind of thought, you know, I should have probably bought a couple more at $4 a deck, but 2 each, I guess that's better than nothing. But the blue set is not as nice, in my opinion, as the Super Bowl set, and you'll see why. To start off with, these are kind of nice on the back, on the reverse, because these would look really nice even if they just signed this side of the card. As long as it's in black Sharpie, hopefully not blue. But so that's the positive on this one. The negative is, however, once you get past the Joker and the King, Queen, and Jack, as you can see, it just goes to regular base cards. Like there's no indication that these are St. Louis Blues cards unless you flip it over. So that's the only negative I don't like. You know, I like the royal family having the logo in the middle. I think that's still cool. So it doesn't matter which side you get signed, but it's just kind of a bummer that the rest of the cards are just blank in the deck, as opposed to having the Blues, you know, the team logo on them. So, and I think the Jokers are pretty cool too. You know, and this generic hockey player card is also kind of nice. That'd be a nice card to get signed as well. But you know, overall, I thought $4 a piece. Very solid deal. I paid a little bit more for these Indiana cards. You know, those cost me a little bit more to get, but that's the way it goes. Kind of the way the system works, you know, when you buy stuff on eBay. But, you know, I thought the Indiana set was a pretty good deal for what I got them for. I got them for $11 a deck, which isn't great, but, you know, I would have rather paid $4 for them, but when I bought them, I thought I was getting them autographed. Well, we'll still see if I can get them autographed. So, hope you liked this quick pickups video with playing cards. As like I said, as a TTM collector, this is an excellent way to build your TTM collection. Just getting some generic playing cards and getting them signed, like these Blues ones or even those Super Bowl ones. I look forward to your comments below. And as always, happy collecting.